Members of the public on the telephone, please press 1 then 0 now to comment on this item. Executive Officer, please read in the short title.
Item 4 is a hearing on the appeal of project number PRJ 2021-002011 to create a residential plan development of 360 units, including 82 affordable units and 28 acres of publicly accessible, privately owned open space and trail areas on 75.65 gross acres on a portion of a former golf course located at the 2100 block of Colima Road in 19816 Walnut Drive in the unincorporated community of Rowland Heights in the San Jose and Walnut Zone districts, applied for by RV Dev LLC. A departmental statement was submitted and correspondence was received.
I will first turn it to Supervisor Solis.
Yes, Madam Chair, as was stated earlier, I wanted to report that I have to leave the meeting at 11 a.m. today. And I do want to note that we have several people I know in the audience and probably in the queue that will be calling in. So I want to make clear, if possible, that if we could maybe hear at least an opening statement by Amy Bodek and perhaps the applicant and appellant before I have to leave. And then I want to come back and present a motion so that we can continue this hearing. So there'll be at least an opportunity to hear everyone at the next date that we set. Thank you.
I'll turn it to Director Bodek.
Madam Chair, members of the board, thank you very much. I appreciate your attendance today and related to this project. It is a significant project in the Rowland Heights community. This is actually a subdivision that would convert a portion of a private golf course to a 360 home subdivision project. This entails a zone change, a general plan amendment, a vesting tentative tract map, a conditional use permit, and an administrative housing permit. What's interesting mostly about this project is 360 residential homes. They are all ownership homes, and 82 of those homes would be affordable under our inclusionary housing ordinance. This represents the largest affordable housing ownership opportunity in the county in the 6 years that I have been with the county. So it is a very significant project in that regard. We've spent a couple of years working on this project. We are very confident in the approvals and ask that you uphold the Planning Commission's unanimous decision. Thank you.
Thank you. Seeing no other supervisors in the queue, we will first call the appellant's representative, Ren Ewing, speaking on behalf of Royal Vista Open Space, who will be given a total of 2 minutes. Please
Good morning, Supervisors. Royal Vista Open Space challenges the approval of the project and the Regional Planning Commission's reliance on a fatally flawed EIR that must be revised and recirculated for additional comment to be compliant with the CEQA guidelines. Recital 55 of the vesting tentative tract maps findings concluded that the Commission, quote, finds the design of the subdivision or proposed improvements are not likely to cause substantial environmental damage or substantially and unavoidably injure fish, wildlife, or their habitat. However, this finding was an error and is not supported by substantial evidence. Issues in the extensive comment letter written for the DEIR by Channel Law Group were not all addressed, and the Commission certified the FEIR an inadequate environmental clearance document. Recital 48 of the Commission's finding concluded that, quote, use at the site will not adversely affect the health, peace, comfort, or welfare of persons residing or working in the surrounding area, will not be materially detrimental to the use, enjoyment, or valuation of property of other persons located in the vicinity of the site, and will not jeopardize, endanger, or otherwise constitute a menace to the public health, safety, or general welfare. This finding was an error and not supported by substantial evidence as explained in the appellant's DEIR comment letter for the following. 1. Aesthetic impacts. 2. Air quality impacts. 3. Construction emissions. 4. Localized pollutant concentrations. 5. Toxic air contaminants. 6. Valley fever. 7. Geotechnical impacts. 8. Noise and vibration. And 9. Flawed cumulative impact analysis of the Sunjoint project of 1,591 units on the adjacent land. The county's response was dismissive and did not meaningfully respond to all citations. The project will also have a significant impact on both light and air. Due to these impacts, the project does not provide for public safety and the preservation of the welfare of the community. For these reasons, this appeal should be granted. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next, the applicant John Conk on behalf of RV Dev LLC, which will be given a total of 2 minutes. Please begin.
Good morning, Madam Chair and Supervisors. I'm John Conk and represent the Royal Vista Residential Project. The appeal before you today lacks merit. It fails to produce any new evidence necessitating the final EIR to be recirculated under the provisions of CEQA. The appellant has not provided any evidence that the environmental impacts they claim will actually occur, nor have they offered any credible expert testimony or demonstrated any genuine expertise related to the subject matter of their appeal. Conversely, there is ample credible evidence in the administrative record that refutes all of the appellant's claims. Now to the facts before you today. We are in a housing crisis. This is a well-designed and much-needed infill housing project. It includes a diverse mix of 364 sale home products with 82 affordable missing middle homes for workforce housing and first-time homebuyers. We exceed the county's inclusionary housing ordinance requirements. Since the start of the IHO in 2020, only one project with just 2 units that were inclusionary for sale homes have been approved in this sub-market area. Our project will add 82 additional homes to that count. A lack of new housing in this area has negatively impacted the Rowland Unified School District, where enrollment is down 20% over the last 10 years. The district needs more students, and our project will help provide them. We also exceed county requirements for open space. We have 28 acres with over 2 miles of publicly accessible trails for equitable recreation and outdoor opportunities. We have done substantial community outreach since 2021, and we have gained broad public support, including letters from Senator Bob Archuleta, BizFed, the San Gabriel Valley Economic Partnership, the Regional Chamber of Commerce, Tri-Counties Association of Realtors, the Building Industry Association, Rowland Unified School District, Caltrans, and many hundreds of individuals, local employees, and employers. This project will result in a net benefit to the county and the community. Please deny the appeal and uphold the RPC's unanimous approval of the project permits and certification of the final EIR. And please approve the zone change and general plan amendment allowing this project to move forward. Thank you.
Thank you. Recognizing the time, I see that we have many speakers in queue virtually and here with us, but I want to turn it to Supervisor Solis.
Yes, thank you. And I want to apologize to the individuals that came out here today, but I do have to leave at 11. What I'd like to do is present a motion to keep the public hearing open and continue this item till October the 1st, 2024. That will be our next board meeting where we can have ample time to hear the pros and cons of the project and allow me to speak at length regarding this project. And it has been many years working on this. I do want to echo that. Amy Bodek, thank you for your help and your staff, and to all the residents that have been involved in this discussion. So with that, Madam Chair, you have a motion. I believe that we're going to have a motion before us to leave the public hearing open for item 4 and continue the item to the board meeting on October the 1st, 2024. I'd like to move that item.
Okay, thank you, Supervisor Solis. Mr. County Counsel, is there any guidance that we need to know of, given that the public hearing will remain open until that time?
No, Chair. The motion is before you, and it just needs a roll call vote, please.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
With that, we have a motion before us to leave the public hearing open for item 4 and continue the item to the board meeting of October 1st, 2024. Moved by Supervisor Solis, and I will second. Executive Officer, please call the roll.
Supervisor Solis?
Aye.
Supervisor Solis, aye. Supervisor Mitchell?
Aye.
Supervisor Mitchell, aye. Supervisor Barger?
Aye.
Supervisor Barger, aye. Supervisor Horvath?
Aye.
Supervisor Horvath, aye. Motion carries 4-0.
Okay, so that item will be continued. Thank you for all who joined us for that. We'll now move on to item 6. For members of the public on the telephone, please press 1 then 0 now to comment on this item.